Most Americans over the age of 50 share a quiet fear they rarely talk about. It is the fear of running out of money. Not today, not tomorrow, but one day. And what makes this fear heavier is the belief that they somehow caused it themselves, that they should have known better, that they made the wrong decisions. But the truth is far more uncomfortable. Most Americans retire broke not because they are irresponsible, but because the system was never designed to prepare them. From a young age, people are taught how to work. They are taught how to earn a paycheck, but they are rarely taught how to keep money, how to grow it, or how to protect it over time. Instead, they are pushed into consumer habits, debt cycles, and financial confusion that quietly follow them for decades. For most people, life gets expensive before it ever gets stable. Housing costs rise, children require support, medical expenses increase, and retirement planning is often postponed for later. Unfortunately, later arrives faster than expected. By the time many people reach their 50s, they realize the margin for error has become smaller. One of the biggest lies about retirement is that it depends primarily on income. People assume that earning more automatically leads to security, but income alone does not create wealth. What matters far more is what happens after the paycheck arrives. How much is spent, how much is borrowed, and how consistently savings are prioritized. Another reason so many Americans struggle in retirement is the normalization of debt. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, and mortgages are treated as standard parts of adult life. Over time, these obligations reduce flexibility. They force people to keep working longer, and they quietly consume money that could have been invested. Healthcare is another factor rarely discussed honestly. Medical costs increase with age, and many retirement plans underestimate this reality. One unexpected health issue can derail years of careful planning. This is not a personal failure. It is a structural problem that affects millions. There is also the issue of delayed education. Many adults do not learn about investing until midlife. By then, they feel intimidated. The language sounds complex. The risks feel higher. And the fear of making mistakes often leads to inaction. Unfortunately, inaction can be just as costly as bad decisions. But perhaps the most damaging factor is shame. Shame keeps people silent. It prevents questions. It stops learning. Many adults feel embarrassed admitting they do not understand money, so they avoid the topic entirely, and avoidance slowly compounds into vulnerability. Retiring broke is rarely the result of one bad decision. It is usually the result of many small decisions made without guidance. Decisions shaped by stress, confusion, and incomplete information. When you understand that, the narrative changes. This is not about blame. It is about awareness. The good news is that awareness creates opportunity. Even after 50, there are still meaningful actions that can improve financial stability. The goal may change. It may no longer be about luxury or early retirement, but it can absolutely be about dignity, independence, and peace of mind. At this stage of life, financial success looks different. It looks like reducing unnecessary expenses. It looks like simplifying accounts. It looks like protecting what you already have. And it looks like making decisions based on clarity instead of emotion. One of the most powerful shifts an adult can make is moving from growth obsession to risk management. Protecting downside becomes more important than chasing upside. Stability becomes more valuable than excitement, and this shift alone can dramatically improve long-term outcomes. It is also important to understand that comparison is dangerous. Social media often highlights extremes: early retirees, massive portfolios, perfect scenarios. But these stories are not representative. Most Americans face a very different reality. And measuring yourself against unrealistic examples only creates discouragement. Late starters often underestimate their advantage. They bring experience. They bring discipline. They understand sacrifice. And they are more willing to make boring, effective choices. These traits matter far more than age. The idea that retirement is a finish line is also misleading. For many people, retirement is simply a transition. Part-time work, consulting, flexible income, purpose-driven activity. These options reduce pressure and extend financial runway. Most importantly, it is never too late to regain control. Control does not require perfection. It requires intention. It requires learning. And it requires consistency. If you are over 50 and worried about retirement, the worst thing you can do is assume the situation is hopeless. Hopelessness leads to paralysis. Clarity leads to action. Understanding why so many Americans retire broke is not about fear. It is about realism. And realism creates better decisions. If this explanation resonates with you, this channel exists for that exact reason. To replace shame with understanding. To replace confusion with clarity. And to help adults make calmer, smarter financial decisions without hype or false promises.